Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today is Monday, November 9th, and yeah, it's game week. So pretty much this week our plan is to just focus on recovery, trying to sharpen whatever technique just so that everything, all the lifts up on the platform are just second nature and everything. But yeah, all the hard work is pretty much done. We just need to execute, which sometimes can prove to be even harder. But we started our water loading yesterday. Small jump, 1.5 gallons yesterday. I have to double check, but I drank a lot of water today, but I think today's either 1.5 again or 2 gallons, and then we'll slowly ramp it up. I'll probably touch the peak around Wednesday, maybe with about 3 gallons of water, to the point where I'm just almost trying to drink water and force myself to drink water. But I mean, as far as it works to get some of the water weight off later on in the week. But I also found out that it helps me suppress my hunger, just because I'm filling my stomach with so much water. So usually whenever I start water loading, it could be like that combined with maybe my body working harder to get rid of the water, but the weight just literally sheds off my body when I wake up in the morning, each morning. So yeah, sodium is also increased leading up until Thursday. Then I'll just pretty much cut out sodium. But yeah, so we started our water load, food manipulation pretty much. Carbs are still high, so that if we need to pull away from that later on in the week, we have glycogen stores to drop some water weight later on in the week. But yeah, still really low fats in the diet. Carbs nice and high. So yeah, hoping that's going to help with recovery this week, because if I had one gripe about where I'm sore right now, it's maybe my back. Like I have a little bit of stiffness even on just rotation, not doing anything. I can feel that. It's about mid-back, but nothing too serious. But yeah, look at the new weight for today, 134.2. So we'll probably break into the 133s either tomorrow or the day after, Tuesday or Wednesday. Wasn't even planning on going that low before we started all the food manipulation and everything, but yeah, everything's going good. It's like the trends right there, so pretty much straight downward trend as soon as we started getting closer to the meet, which, like I said, that was kind of surprising. Sometimes my body just drops weight at specific times, even though I'm sticking to the same diet I was like 3-4 weeks ago. Sometimes progress just comes on later on. That's when you guys just have to keep hitting it, stay consistent, and then the progress will come. But that's enough talking. We're in the middle of squat warm-ups. We're working up to, I mean, nothing, of course, like I said earlier, nothing too crazy. Maybe like a last warm-up for squats, or second to the last warm-up. We have to see how it goes. But yeah, so I'll see you guys out there. Alright, so yeah, you guys just seen our comp squats for today. Worked up to 157 kilos, felt like roughly the last warm-up. So of course, as always, meet day, we're going to tone it down a little bit because we are cutting, but numbers feeling exactly on point today. It's just more of like a reassurance today to make sure that we have planned out the correct numbers come meet time, and that everything feels okay going into it, because we are as close to meet time as we are going to be compared to last week. Each day gets closer and closer. So if you're able to verify that as you get closer to the meet, that means you're on point. But yeah, about to hit up We're gonna hit decently heavy bench because bench usually recovers pretty quickly. So I'm thinking opener-ish range, and then that's gonna be the highest we're gonna go for this week. But yeah, opener-ish range for bench. So let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so you guys just see me work up to the top set of bench. I ended up just cutting it back a little bit, working up to 112.5 kilos. 242, maybe a little bit above that if I'm not mistaken. Don't remember the conversion off the top of my head. But started to feel some left pec tightness, discomfort. It's something that I've had before. I know what it feels like. And I've benched through this before without any problems. But I feel like at this point, with the meet being Saturday, the risk isn't worth the reward to continue to push myself. So, I mean, we worked up to pretty much right underneath the weight that we were planning on hitting. What weight and everything was pretty good. Just the a little bit of tightness, discomfort. So we're gonna call it a wrap right there for the single. We're gonna go ahead and hit up the back offsets, really dropping off the back offsets just to kind of let the pec recover. So we just got a light set of 3, a light set of 6. Then we're gonna hit up our accessories. Backing off on the accessories also just to try to get that extra recovery in completely for the entire body, because I can tell like my CNS is taxed just physically and mentally just thinking about the heavier weights. But yeah, come Saturday it'll be all gone. We'll be ready to let loose and hit up some big numbers. So yeah, about to hit up the back offset squats. I'll see you guys there, and for the accessories. Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome to the next day. Today is Tuesday. So yeah, one day closer to our meet coming up. Plan for today, like I mentioned yesterday, we got a little bit of pec discomfort, tightness going on. If you've been following me for a little bit, I know I've mentioned before because I get it multiple times. Just when bench is kind of reaching its limit, so we're just backing off a little bit. Probably just work up to something like super light, like light warm-ups, maybe 1 plate. Just more so to practice positioning, and yeah, that shouldn't stress the area too much. But yeah, just bench press, keep the bench press technique sharp, arch and everything like that. And then after that, we got our last semi-heavy-ish deadlift day. We are doing, I don't know if I mentioned I was doing deadlifts yesterday. Maybe I just got confused, started rambling, but we have deadlifts today. We didn't have a day 1, day 2 of the training days, or day 2 of the training week. So about to hit up for deads. We're going to be working up to maybe like our second to last warm up. So yeah, I mean, kind of heavy, but we got to see how it goes. Practice technique with the heavier weights. Stay fresh. So catch you guys out there for bench and then deadlifts. All right, what's going on, guys? So welcome to Thursday, the moment you've all been waiting for. So as I mentioned before, it was either this video or the previous video. I was going to be going over everything that I bought pretty much for the cut, which is the last 2 days or so, food manipulation, and for the meat. So I'm going to go over every single little piece and just kind of a quick explanation of why I bought it and what it's used for. Alright, so quick overview of everything. Alright, so and of course, so first I'll kind of go in a rough order of first the closest to today, what I'm going to use, and the closest to the meat is going to be last. So of course, I mean, I'm drinking it right now. We got our gallon water bottle, 3 gallons of water today, Thursday. Friday, 2 gallons of water, cutting it off at about the time I leave to Fresno, maybe 4 to 6 p.m. So I mean, I'm still gonna be having to take a pit stop a handful of times on the way up, but we gotta do what we gotta do. All right, so next, I guess, would be later on today. We got our low sodium food. So we're going to be going a little bit lower on the carbs. It looks like we're still going to have a little bit of carbs to keep in and play around with, so that's always good. But today we're starting our low sodium and slightly lower carbs. I don't want to say no carbs. But yeah, we got our unsalted mixed nuts, peanut butter, and then I was just going to mix that with like my normal foods. And I also bought, let me walk to it. All right, and I also bought a couple ribeyes, and somebody already ate one. But yeah, so majority of our like bigger foods is going to be the ribeye with probably eggs, and it has to be unsalted or unseasoned. Just for the might as well go over what I ate today. So today, normal breakfast, normal amount of carbs. I had one of my Oikos 000, some blueberries, and then I'll walk to what I had next. So I'll just come here and point it out. So I had 2 packets of the strawberries and cream oatmeal, and yeah, that's my normal pre-workout routine. So anywhere between, I might eat 2 to 3 depending on how I feel, anywhere between like 70 to 90 carbs with everything, but that's for the meat day. But going in order, so Thursday we're going to be using these 2 things. Friday also we're going to be using these 2 things. Friday we're also starting to get into our final meals. So the final meals going to be really low carb. So we got chocolate here for that. Just all the trace carbs is pretty much from the food that we're going to be eating. We're not going to be eating anything like rice or potatoes or French fries that we normally eat. So all the trace carbs. And then might have a few of these just because I seen these at the cash register and I had to pick them up. Okay, and that's everything for Thursday and Friday. Now we're getting into game time for Saturday. So oh, I did forget one thing. Okay, so Friday, half a bottle of this, just to kind of get everything flushed out and get everything going. Only half a bottle, 2 hour weigh-in. It's probably best. Don't forget that. Okay, and we also have our special bag of pills. We got some Imodium to keep everything in there on meat day. Ibuprofen. My allergy pills, just in case if things act up. I have a caffeine pill in here, so once I make the weigh-ins, and the caffeine will kind of help get the digestion and everything going a little bit faster. And some Unisom, just in case if I'm having trouble, if I'm even feeling like wide awake on Friday night, going into the Airbnb on the drive up there, if I feel like I'm wide awake, I'm just gonna pop one of these just to ensure that I get sleep. Okay, so we're gonna wake up Friday. Pretty much, I am usually underweight, so maybe sip on some of these. And yeah, hold on one second. Alright, so it was kind of a good thing I decided to throw this video together because I thought I double checked I had everything, but then replaying it in my head probably for the 4th or 5th time, I realized I forgot something. So, let me set up there. So we got our tri-oral rehydration salts. You just buy this on Amazon just to kind of replenish the sodium that I'm going lower on for today and tomorrow for the meat. So if I am underweight, I'm going to be most likely sipping on that mixed with a body armor. It just has a little bit more electrolytes because of the coconut water than like your Gatorade or that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's Friday morning. And if we are a little bit overweight or even close to it, that's what these Jolly Ranchers come in for. So sucking on the Jolly Ranchers and spitting, you're actually still getting in some carbohydrates. So you wouldn't want to do this the night before, or else the carbohydrates will kind of hold in a little bit more water. But spitting bottle. Don't forget that. And then after weigh-ins, we are going to pound. I got it pretty much down to a science. So 4 of these, and then maybe 1 before bench or 1 before deadlift, if time allows. And if the meat runs a little bit late, I'm for sure gonna have an extra one in between there. Also to snack on a handful of these as I feel like I need it. And I mentioned we're gonna drink a handful of this after weigh-ins. But this is something new that I'm actually trying for this meat. So this is I think this is the only thing different that I'm buying right now. So it's electrolyte powder, just for the calcium, magnesium, and potassium. So those are 3 very important things to ensure the actual firing of the muscle. And I bought this specific one because it's the one that had the most magnesium, which I felt like it's the one that I felt like I was lacking the most back on my rehydration process. So definitely going to be mixing this into the drinks also. And then hand warmers, because when I am cutting, I get super cold, and it's like way harder for me to get warm for squats. Especially once I get past that warming point, my body's fine, but like it takes a lot of work for me to get warmed up for squats. Half the meets I've done, I feel like I've been going into my opener for squats kind of cold. So I bought a whole packet of these, and they're good for snowboarding also when it's freezing outside. And then we got wipes just to be comfortable during the meet. Doesn't hurt. And yeah, I think so. That is pretty much it. I guess besides our non-equipment based thing that we're bringing to the meet would be our PR breaker. But yeah, that's the only other thing, guys. So hopefully you guys can take away 1 or 2 things, apply it to yours safely, of course, apply it to your meet plan. But we're going to end today's video here. Most likely not going to film today's gym session because it's just going to be warm-ups pretty much. And then tomorrow I may or may not go to the gym just to kind of get under the bar with like a plate or the 15 kg plates, super light. But yeah, that's it. So next time I see you guys, it'll be about the meet. I don't know if I'll be able to film there, but definitely look for the recap on my Instagram. So as always, guys, stay safe, put in that work, and I catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.